Batgirl number 11, which is written by Hope Larson and art by Chris Wildgoose. And this is the last issue of the arc, which is Black Sun, which is Penguin's kid. That's his new name,
Yep.
of course, but we made fun of that last time because we thought it was goofy. He does explain why he's called Black Sun in this one, though, at the very least.
Yeah, it's kind of Babs that explains it more, which I like as our filter, because he could have expositionized, but he just assumes everybody knows, because that's, I guess, the Cobblepot way, But it's basically from when you see birds migrate together, right? And they all move as one in, in Denmark. It's called Sort Soul, which translates to Black Sun. And I was like, Hope Larson, I like the way you write.
Yeah, I like the reason for it, actually. Once they explained what it was, I'm like, oh, it's not that bad, actually, now that you've actually told me what it is. But it just sounded goofy on its own.
Of course.
So I like this issue. I'm liking the whole arc. I do think his apps are actually making people into mindless zombies that'll do whatever he wants. Maybe this is a stupid thing to say with comic books, but it feels a bit far-fetched.
I don't know. I know, again, work at a school. I see the brain-dead look in kids' faces as they're thumbing through their phones. So I kind of like that commentary.
Well, yeah, but you can't make them attack someone. It's a bit much.
No, but that's... Yeah, I guess it's just part of the... Because I had to go back and double remember if it was just the apps or if there was something more going on. Because the way that they work together here, and it's like, because he calls it, I gotta find the word, murmuration. And that's like his thing. How they all work together and move like a flock of birds. It is a little far-fetched, but I kind of like that. It's almost like hypnotic more than
I get
zombifying.
Like I said, it's really my only complaint about the issue is that it feels a bit far-fetched. I actually really like that she draws him out to, like, because basically the idea is she gets to go to somewhere where there's no Wi-Fi and he can't control everyone because his suit's like pumping out this signal that's doing it. So she's trying to lure him to this park where there's no Wi-Fi signal, which she conveniently has a flashback where she remembers someone saying, "Oh, I never get a signal out in that park."
So, is it weird that I remember reading that in a previous issue? I'm gonna have to go back and look, but
I think it was in a previous issue, yeah.
Okay. So again, great writing there.
Even if that line wasn't, I do remember her being in a bathroom and overhearing other people talk, even if it wasn't that line.
Yeah.
I remember that vividly.
Yeah. Okay. So I think that's, again, great writing there, that you set that up issues ago to pay off now.
That's fair. But I like how she lures him there. She basically puts on Dick's Nightwing-looking helmet, and so he thinks it's Dick. So he gets all jealous and chases after her, thinking it's him. And obviously she gets to the park and she whips off the helmet and she's like, "Haha, you fool."
Yep.
That wasn't the exact line, but yeah, that was the gist of it. And then she wins. She beats him, and that's the issue. That's the arc. Even
I also kind of like that it's not Dick Grayson when she crashes the motorcycle terribly, like without any grace, because Nightwing being an acrobat would have pulled out of that.
Honestly, I think I knew it was her from the second I seen the bike. It was just because the helmet was on, we didn't see a face. I'm like, oh, it's just her with the helmet on.
Well, of course, but I just like to look into those things, a little bit.
Yeah, that's fair.
And this guy, man, so she ends up being able to defeat him because he didn't count into hand-to-hand combat into a suit.
Yeah, that's right.
And she gives him a well-placed kick to the chest, and it, like, not hard. She wasn't trying to murder him.
No, yeah, it's like a tap. It's like just a gentle kick in the chest, and then his entire suit just shuts down because he never accounted for actually getting into fights.
And it short circuits and starts to burn him, and watching him, I kind of feel bad.
She has to put him out with her bat fire extinguisher.
Yeah. Which makes sense. I buy her having that.
Oh yeah, I think if you're someone who's running into burning buildings to save people, often you'll have, a fire extinguisher seems like a common, safety device.
Yeah.
It's like like having a lockpick for this type of vigilante. They'd have a lockpick. They'd have a fire extinguisher. They'd have some sort of immediate first aid, I imagine. They'd have various things like that. It makes sense, that one. Our friend Frankie's moving back in. The whole apartment didn't work out.
Yep.
So that's just sort of plot for. So we get this little tease at the end though. Actually, one of my favorite panels in this book actually is the two penguin like henchmen in the bowler hats coming in the window. I really like that panel. It's just because they're in silhouette. It's like the night light, kind of moonlight coming in.
Well, you instantly know because they're wearing the bowler hats who they're with.
Yeah, there's just something
Like-
really cool about two villains wearing bowler hats sneaking into a room though. I like it.
Yeah.
But basically, Penguin actually gets his now like fried from head to toe son, and basically finally accepts him as his because, well, that was such an evil plan that he was trying to accomplish that he now respects him.
And well, I also took it that he's disformed, so he wasn't before,
Oh yeah, sure, yeah.
and now he's deformed, and he's gonna accept him into the flock.
Yeah, because he says he's got a crack team of doctors, but you're going to be scarred for life, but it'll be better than this. And then he calls him, "You beautiful boy, you belong under my wing." I like the penguin pun. I'm cool with that.
Yep.
He's got a sense of humor. Unless someone else makes a penguin joke, in which case he's not got a sense of humor, and it all goes away.
Well, because they're not allowed. That's how narcissists work. They can do whatever, but when you do it, you're probably going to be number one.
Yeah. So no, I thought it was a fun end to the arc. That one sort of far-fetched complaint aside, Batgirl's voice is on point. The art's been consistent throughout the whole arc. We've been enjoying that, so a lot to complain about.